Welcome back, everyone, into the Game of Thrones. Well, you might remember yesterday this garbage going down, whereby that we were just attacked by Andals over and over and over again, and then as we were fighting a war in defense of some Andals, some other Andals literally spawned on top of our army. Now, I did leave a comment in yesterday's comment section, but for those of you who didn't see it, I have tweaked this event somewhat to make it slightly rarer. It should have been, I won't get too much into the technical details, but there's a lot of different factors that can contribute to whether or not you're targeted by an Andal invasion. Some of that can be if you're at war, so obviously vulnerable to foreign attacks. So if you control the Vale, the Riverlands, the Stormlands, there's a higher chance as well. Long story short, we didn't have a high chance, but I mean, it should be on average every 25 years, and then the chance decreases depending on how many of those things I just talked about are true. We had roughly a 5-year chance, or on average every 5 years to get an Andal invasion. But given that it happened 3 times in yesterday's episode alone, I thought I would nerf it a little bit, because I'm fine with them invading every episode, or every other episode, to be honest with you. Every episode still might be a little bit too much, especially when we've got all of these other wars to fight as well. But I have nerfed it a little bit, just so you know, in the future. So, we're still going to fight this war legitimately. I'm not going to console command it away or anything like that, because of course it is a mechanic, but I've tried to balance it a little bit. That's the problem with playing like these official submons. Someone pointed out on Discord earlier that because not so many people play them, they're going to not be so well balanced, or there's going to be mechanics people don't normally experience. I still think we should be able to win this battle, bearing in mind that we've got us on the flank with 31 Marshal versus no one. We've got this guy on the right flank with 26 Marshal versus no one, and our center has Silt the Loyal, our kinswoman, with 8 Marshal better than the guy invading. So I think we'll still be fine. It's going to be close because we've got the backwards culture modifier, whatever else, but it's still going to be, oh, who's this? My sister's husband died and she's sad about it. Stop this nonsense, girl. There we go. 15% chance she dies. Oh, for God's sake. She's fine. She's good. Right, remarry her off. Let's find a new wife for her. Someone who is potentially good. I'm looking for... Bearing in mind, House Hightower attacked us last time. I don't like marrying off our children to Andals. And I certainly don't like marrying off our children to Faith of the Seven. Because, of course, it'll probably be a Faith of the Seven ceremony and all that. But... given that these guys attacked us and actually did almost turn the tide of a foreign war, and the only reason that we actually won that foreign war was because the current ruler of House Hightower died, which means they were no longer part of the war, I think it might be prudent to marry these people together. Can we get matrilineal? Thought I'd try it, a little bit cheeky. We'll give that a go. We'll marry her off, because that way, look, she's 30. She's our sister. It's going to be difficult to find her another marriage at this stage, given that she is 30 and already has children. Let's just take whatever blessings we can get. As far as I'm concerned, we're doing this for the round. We're doing this for the first men. Her sacrifice will be remembered when we finally chuck these invaders back into the ocean. I take a few seconds there just to quickly deal with my usual in-between episode stuff that I try and deal with, but forgot to do today. So I've dealt with the council, minor titles, whatever else. I think we've got this in the bag. Honestly, I think we're fine. We were very, very lucky, like I said. We had just some great commanders on there. They didn't stand a fucking chance. All right. We have won the Battle of Wenchtown against Garrett of Garrett's Host. Goodbye, Garrett of Garrett's Host. Very cool. And to think you had all that advantage too, dropping in right on top of our armies. What do we get for show for it? Some cash. Great. We won the war though. Oh my god, is this the first time we've won the war since we set that ambition? Bearing in mind, I've wanted to move the capital over to Emond's Rest for ages. It's why I was so happy about our son dying when we were still playing as our last character, whatever his goddamn name was, in Apotimus, that was it. When we were playing Spotinix, when his son died, obviously he was given Emond's Rest by our regent. That's why I was happy about that, so we can move the capital back over here. The second, but we can't move it over because we've been just at constant warfare all of yesterday. So today we can get some administrative stuff done. We'll raise some polka, move our castle back over here as well. We should be able to build it up now that I've removed the Harrenhal mechanics as well, which shouldn't really be in the game at this stage. Right, so who are we currently at war with then? Yeah, right. So your invasion of the north we just go deal with as soon as possible, and you... Fenrir slave raid on the neck, which is a weird one. We'll deal with that in a minute. Who was this? Where does someone come from there? Oh, Ashermark. Right, let's go over there, burn her down. We've got ourselves our new maester as well. I thought I'd deal with that very quickly. Okay. Now, this was also put in the comment section yesterday, and I think it's a great idea, but unfortunately is going to really be, as I use this expression in the comments, and I'm going to use it again because it's fucking great. We'd very much be out of the frying pan into the fire if we tried to do this, because the reason, the reason it's so impossible really is because to do the Andals, you need to control all of de jure Andalos, which is currently under control of Valyria. So we'd stop the Andal invasions, but we'd have to go to war with, this, which, to be honest, not really what I'm looking for right now. Bear in mind, they do actually have all of this right now. Actually, all of Essos. I mean, this province as well, Pentos. They've got Volantis. They've got Lorath, Cohor. I mean, everywhere is under Volantis at this stage. We definitely don't want to fight with them. You've got to bear in mind, this is before the Dothraki got a big foothold. Asaria still lives. Sarnor still lives. They've got all of this under their control. I mean, fighting Valyria would be an absolute death sentence. So, really, the problem then becomes we can't stop the Andals invading, because that's how you stop the Andals invading. You do that. The only way to stop the Andals invading is to beat Valyria in a war, which seems completely ridiculous in hindsight. Like, as it says there, we have to completely control de jure Andalos. Does that say including ruined provinces? What did that say? Oh, excluding ruined provinces. Okay, that's fine. So Andalos right now being that makes it very, very difficult because Valyria hold East Andalos. We need to keep a very close eye on this. Whenever they go into rebellion, whenever East Andalos somehow splits away, we need to push the advantage. We need to start fabricating claims because we'd have to go toward Pentos as well. They're a tributary under Valyria, so it's a little easier, but it still would be absolute suicide right now. I think we're going to have to form the whole of Westeros before then, and to be fair, at that stage, the invasion's not going to be too relevant anyway. But hey, let's tidy up the last of these walls. Let's move our goddamn capital over finally and start building Emond's Rest up into, Lord Merritt, the Scatterbrain of Butterwell. Oh my god, Merritt thicketh. The clap of his Butterwell is so... Okay, yeah. Should we duel him? Considering the physical condition of Lord Merritt, certain characters will consider this challenge dishonorable. Then we would get the dishonorable duelist modifier, which gives like -10 opinion or whatever it is, because he's wounded. And he's also an idiot. We're not going to do that because he's got 111 personal combat anyway, so there's only 2 points in it, and I don't really want to risk that. I don't want to risk dying over a rivalry. Really not worth it. We'll just say, yeah, absolutely, he did indeed anger. It's probably what he's trying to do, to be honest, either make us dishonorable or kill us. Either way, it doesn't really work out too well for us. We've got nothing to really gain out of it, so I'm definitely not going to do it. Right, you stay there. Wait for these guys to reinforce. Let's put this bloody revolt down. I wonder if... We'll still count as being at war, though, even though we've joined our vassals' war there. So it says Freneros slave raid on the neck, and they've done nothing, so we're winning. Where is Freneros? So it's actually in... Wait, it's a castle in Pentos. Wait, what? Freneros? Oh, it's this guy. It's this guy up here, right? It is part of Andalos. We could send some boats over there and just go and burn it down, but it's... Oh, is that them? Army of Lord Roland the Sisters. What? Why are we war with the Sisters? Oh, she joined... I remember now. So this invasion is actually a lot more significant than it looks because all of our Andal vassals joined her in her invasion, so I guess they prefer her to be their liege. So we've got a couple of people. We can revoke the Sisters, for example, when this thing is all said and done. I actually didn't want to march on that yet. Just give it a second. Oh, for God's sake. Bank of Valyria has arrived in Seaguard seeking repayment for the loan I have with the bank. We did do that. Do you remember when we did that? It was a good loan, so I'm fine paying that off. I thought it was 495 we were supposed to pay back. It doesn't really matter either way. Gotta do it. That's a hell of a move route right there. Really not what I intended. Let's deal with this. I want to set move route so we can smash the armies and then also deal with their capital immediately afterwards if this should be enough though, right? That should be more than enough battle war score. Oh, we became friends with Robin Bolton. Ah, good. The Hunter of the Dreadful. I assume that's... I was going to say maybe that's a House Bolton feature that characters are more likely to become hunters or bloodthirsty or something like that. No, just a brother-in-arms. That's very nice. Okay, flayed man and all that. Right, we are done. Oh god, we can duel her. Yeah, let's duel her. I doubt she'll accept. She accepted. She's a lunatic. Now, I'm just going to point this out there because I can see we're going to fucking die, okay? I can see we're going to die. The dual outcome randomness is on very low. 98% chance of winning against a trained warrior, all else being equal, because that's just, you know, it's a small element of randomness. I think I set to 90% when we started the series, but then a lot of people point out that it actually wasn't that random. So I've moved it to, oh, sorry, the randomness was a little bit more than you'd expect. So I moved it to 98%, which apparently there's still a decent chance we'll die. If she kills us, I am going to be very salty. Very salty. It's over now. Chuck her in prison. We're done. That's it. War's over. We don't need to throw away any more pointless casualties here over a war that really had nothing to go for. Hey, we got a decent amount of gold out of that. And now, more importantly, we could... Sorry? It comes to my attention that my bannerman, Lady Tyre Whiteforest, have been plotting a conspiracy to gain a claim on the kingdom of the rivers and the hills of the neck in the north. Her attempts at the attempt of forgery and conspiracy have thankfully failed. Good. Trumped up. How dare she? Can we, like, revoke her, tell her in prisoner or something, then? Because that's very much breaking the law. So, we gain brave? As war grows to be a constant presence in your life, you've on several occasions faced, nay, almost courted death. I no longer feel fear. Excellent. Well, I mean, that's not much of a surprise. 35 martial, though. Remember what I said. We are trying to get that, that decent martial stat so we can at least try and get some decent troops to try and fight the rest of the Andals. It's working pretty goddamn well. That sort of 3-generation plan that we set up ages and ages ago is sort of paying off. Excellent work, Master Quentin. Also remove vicious rumors. Oh my god, this is working really, really well. So, what I was about to talk about was something I also discussed it was either in the comments or in Discord or something. A lot of people have said, you know, that guy was assassinated because we had auto-stop plots turned off, but there were some other people that thought it might have been actually an intrigue plot, which is obviously nothing we can really control, or through the intrigue folks, I should say. Yeah, no, you're right, it is, because you get to bribe an event will pop up saying, oh, I've chanced upon, you know, being able to bribe the new guardsman outside the door, I've arranged for a new guardsman to be put outside his door. I remember that now. So that wasn't to do with auto-stop plots. However, this is still worth talking about, because I know a lot of people have mentioned it before. I'm still going to keep it turned off, because in Game of Thrones, there's no way, there's no religious revocation, there's no title revocation, as far as I recall, unless the council find them guilty. You go through the whole bureaucracy and system of doing that. So I'm going to leave auto-stop plot still. I mean, I'm a little apprehensive to do it. Bear in mind, we did lose a character. Not related, but still a very good point. Those of you point out there's probably a good contributing reason to why we're dying so much. I'm going to leave it off simply because we need to be able to revoke titles. And if we find our vassals plotting our Andal titles, we can attempt to revoke their title, we can imprison them. If they go into rebellion, that is a just cause for revocation. So, for example, right now, 52% chance of success. I'm reading that there's a 48% chance you can legally revoke this character's title. That's how I'm reading that. We'll have to fight a war. All of our other random vassals get involved as well, and then we can revoke their titles and get into a constant... Whatever. But hopefully you can sort of see why there is a strategic value to doing that as well. You also got to remember in the Game of Thrones mod, proselytization and demanding religious conversion is incredibly low. Like, the chance of it happening is incredibly low. In fact, I don't even think we can demand religious conversion, can we? No. Mainly probably because we're an unreformed religion, but I don't think you can do it anyway, because it's much more strict about culture and religion in this, but it's a lot more difficult. Anyway, so, first things first, move our capital over to Emond's Rest, because this place is super, super valuable in terms of the troop count we can get out of a 35 martial guy with 3 castles. Let's see if we can build something here without all collapsing now. I guess we'll start with something cheap, in case it, or we start with a stonemason and save. No, start with something cheap in case it does all collapse. I think we're good. Because last time, what was it? We had 2 buildings and then... Oh, no, 2 buildings disappeared. So let's build a couple of... I don't know why I'm doing this in all these towers, just in case they do collapse. I think we can build one more. But we'll just build another cheap building in this one, and then we'll see if anything collapses. If it doesn't, I think we're free to go and build that stonemason and then just go really balls to the wall with it. How long is it going to take? Oh, still fucking ages, huh? Oh, we're not firing her. She's great. Sorry. I mean, I could chuck her in prison, take her money, but she's too good to sack right now. Honestly, this sounds like only a good thing. I've been betrayed too many times. Why do I continue to place my trust in people who have done nothing to earn it? Lose the trait trusting. Fantastic news. Actually incredible. So now having auto-stop plots turned off is a little less risky, I should say. My friend Robin invited me to a grand banquet. To be fair, we were just also invited to a banquet by, oh my god, we've got so many friends. Sorellis of Adahall, Jorah Coldwater, we've got Kellera, whoever she is, Kelleria. Julian Purus, I assume, is of, Commander of the, who are you? George Jaswell of what exactly? Oh, the Rills. Right, okay, that would make a lot of sense, given that it did say the Rills. Lord Robin the Hunter of House Bolton we're also good friends with. This guy's quite the gregarious man. Holy shit, this is cool. Sure, obviously we're going to attend that, because keeping our vassals happy. Plus, it means we've got some pretty decent, powerful vassals who are also always going to back us in any war we ever fight. This is cool. Feels like ages since we've just been able to do any sort of character development or any just regular old sort of CK2 stuff. It's just been constant warfare. Do we join the Berserkers? Now, of course, joining the Berserkers is a lot more risky, but we get a lot more prestige out of it, martial sex appeal, whatever else. We're already very, very close to being able to forge a bloodline. Another 1,200 points, well, 1,100 points roughly. We're only 34. So if anybody's going to forge a bloodline, it's going to be King Rocky. So I think absolutely get on board with the society as well. Churn out as much prestige as quickly as possible. He's already got great personal combat. I've got 130, and he is an untrained fighter. Oh, no, he does have trained fighter. Okay, but he has no duel experience at all, besides the occasional, I assume, just a couple of battlefield duels. No? In fact, we don't have any. Okay, that's cool then. Sure, so let's get involved in society. I think we can turn this guy into a real martial and personal combat powerhouse. So, what do you want? Adam the Hunter. Kind of garbage. We are going to try and get that champion bloodline as well. If we can get 2 bloodlines out of this guy, that's my personal little goal for this character, is see if we can't churn both of those out. The champion bloodline doesn't really do much besides give you, like, easier ways to join these societies, and what else do you get out of it? Some prestige, I believe, as well. They're not super relevant. Private farms have been built in the Tower of Dread. It sounds a little bit, sounds a little bit dramatic, huh? So let's just go for whatever builds the quickest. I can't really be bothered to wait here for, or at least quick and fairly cheap. Basic defenses. Night Watchman is going to take the quickest amount of time, but I'm worried about that we could be potentially throwing away 277 gold. I'm certain, okay, I'm certain that the work the thing that I adjusted with this is fine, and that they shouldn't collapse anymore because it's not Harrenhal. But I'm just being a little bit overcautious, maybe. Our daughter Arissa Mudd is okay. Oh, do I want to drop 400 gold on a kid that I have no intention of playing? To be fair, Honestly, a lot of the success of this campaign is coming from the fact that we've had a lot of well-educated family members right now. I mean, look at our sister there, is it? Oh, just our kinswoman, distant relation. Still got 28 martial. I mean, we've put a lot of effort into it. But you're also kind of shit. You've got a lot of diplomacy to be thrown you into a martial education like that. What's our actual daughter like? Also, just really, obviously fucking terrible. And the other downside to this is, of course, if we get a son, or any amount of sons, you know, if we get 2 or 3 sons, it's just a waste of money. If we were playing absolute cognatic, whereby daughters and sons inherited equally, I could be tempted, because of course she would be our second in line to the throne. But, again, just in case we get any sons, I'm not actually going to bother, sorry. It's a bit bullshit. I love that I have absolutely no option in this one at all. Nightler, did he just... yeah, you know what, I've got a great name for my house, huh? It's pronounced Nitler. Your bodyguard Ormond has eloped and got married against your wishes. We just have to lose 400 prestige. Is it because we're honourable? Honourable fool. Okay, well, that's 400 prestige gone, so that set us back quite significantly from our bloodline there. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good to build whatever we want here. So we want to build a stonemason, obviously. Can we put one in each tower? How does that work? I was going to say, we've already got a stonemason that just give a province modifier, right? Do they stack? Surely not. Okay, I think that might just be a massive waste of money, but I've not really considered it. I'm not going to bother, because clearly we've already got a stone. I don't know, it might be worth the risk. But how much of a risk is it? 555 gold. Yikes, just to see if we can get a stacking modifier. I mean, with enough, it would potentially make everything free, right? Because if we get one in each tower, and for the maximum is 25%, we could potentially make everything free and instant, if they do stack. But I don't believe they do. Am I going to risk it? It's almost our entire... Fuck it. We've got to try it. Worst case scenario, okay, we get 1 gold per month. That's fine. But we've got to try it. We've got to try it. I don't believe it will. I'm almost certain it won't. But if it does... I'm a stable. Things are pretty good right now. Let's go out on a little adventure to start off with and sort of... oh, wow, we could invite this alchemist to our court. Which allows us to actually build a... Oh, it's also a 50% chance of being fire obsessed. So if we wanted to join the Alchemist Guild again and try and fulfill our father's learning... Oh, that was all he was good at in the end of his life, wasn't it? It was just learning things. We could try and follow in his footsteps a little bit. What's our character like? 12 learning is actually not too terrible. Or we can look at its wares and try and buy a rare item, but I think we can't use the majority of them. Like our glass candle. What do we need for that one? Mystic, Red Priest, Warlock, Shadowbinder. Is there a way to become a Mystic? Take Scholarship or... Actually, that'd be really good. Take Scholarship, get the Necronomicon. Then, if we also get Fire Obsessed, but it's chance gaining Trusting. Or we could look at his wares and just buy a rare artifact. I think we buy like Melisandre's Gem, but I think it needs to be a Shadowbinder for it. Fuck it. Let's get a Crazy Alchemist in our court, because there's a really cool event with the Crazy Alchemist that we've never seen in any of the series that I've seen screenshots of that looks absolutely nuts. And it's definitely War Crimes, which is definitely on brand with the channel. So there you go, 27 gold. Takes 30 days. Let's get that as soon as possible, I think. Lord, no, don't insult. Can we, like, ransom someone out? Is there any way we just get, like, a very quick amount of cash? Oh, wow. Hang on, this could be good. Banish. Nothing. Banish her anyway. Nothing. Okay, that sucks. We might want to invite people to court and then obviously banish them off again so that we gain some money out of that. Oh, no, I'm not funding the journey. I want my Crazy Alchemist as soon as possible. Hey, there we go. That worked. God knows what happened, but it worked. Right, so let's go over to this then and Crazy Alchemist Workshop. Daughter, named Valyria Mud. Boring. Bright. Okay, well, I guess it's not too terrible. Have we got any names already in the mix? Because everyone was suggesting Salt after yesterday's episode. Makes a lot of sense, especially when we're called Rocky and we're trying to go for Earth and things. Shale. We've had Shale twice. I mean, Shaley would be pretty good. But, you know, we're going to go for Shale. Just straight up Shale. Ah! There's absolutely certain my rival is cheating in the tournament. There's no way he could win his fight so easily if he wasn't cheating. 119 personal combat. I don't know, doubt. I confronted myself. Is he our vassal? He is our vassal. Oh, it's Merit Thicketh, the man himself. Everyone wants to know what a cheater he is. Everyone would be very, very pissed off by that. And he apparently dislikes our slander, which is not much of a shocker. Confronting myself, will we like duel him to the death? It would be dishonorable though, because he's wounded, right? And has an infection. Oh, he's gonna die. Wounded, infection, bruised all his hands to bits. This man is doomed. Turn everyone else against him. I'm gonna confront him and see what happens. Merit thicketh no more. Are we gonna... is anything gonna happen? We're gonna fight him and kill him dead? Come on. Nothing. I think that's it. I think that was the end. We just confronted him and that was all. Okay, never mind. Hey, so we've got some more taxes coming out of this then, hopefully. Right, what's that? First night claimed. Wait, was that what my brother did? That wasn't us. That was definitely not us. Okay, well, that's annoying. Okay, so now we can really start building this place. Oh, we can build a crazy alchemist workshop in each province. I don't know what that would do for us. Might do some weird extra little events here and there. What do we want this early on, though? Do we want just troop count? Ideally, we want, like, I mean, training grounds, obviously. Castletown would be a pretty good start. Riverman Barracks, but I think we'd lose that when it flips over from Andal to First Men, if it ever can. Brewery's not bad. Stonemason, I mean, obviously, we're already risking that. There's a lot to build, and I'm not really sure where to start. Obviously, like Barber Surgeon as well, tax income and morale of armies. We've got the Weird Butcher, which gives the minus 10% morale of armies. So I'm thinking, why don't we just start focusing on the training grounds? Guard Stations level 2 means we need, oh God, what is that? Patrol grounds? Patrol posts? Yeah, so we need to get for that one. Okay, let's save up a little bit. Let's just not build random crap. Let's try and focus on being a bit more strategic about this. We can also try and rank up in our society here, which I think is fine. I can't imagine many people are going to be able to beat us in a duel, huh? Ask for a duel. What's this? 208? I immediately take that back. Holy shit, these guys have been putting in the work. 265 at the top level. Fuck me, we have a lot of training to do. 358. How has he done that? Oh my god, duel experience. Wait, what? Duel experience plus 205? He's fought 41 duels? Okay, this is going to be really difficult to catch up with them. Fuck it. Skip the duel engine. We know how. Yeah, I was not really expecting to win that at all, given that he's 70 points in it. Damn, this is going to be a lot harder than I thought. Let's request some military training. Let's try and get in shape. I thought we were a good duelist, but no. Turns out they've really honed their skills over the past few years since we've last been in there. They've obviously got some new tactics going on. You can also check the bounty board if you want to get some money. My vassal is one of the bounties. I feel like that would piss her off. She's also Riverman, and she's Riverman, which is Andal, but she's Embrace the Old God, so I'm not going to do that. Lord Lucan. Yeah. Should we hunt him? What's he got? Minus 10 personal combat. Take him out. He's offered us 50 gold, or we just trigger a duel to the death. I think we've got this. Nice. There we go. 100 prestige, and we get 200 gold instead, so why would we ever want to do that? We should be bounty boarding all the time, then. Because duel experience apparently stacks up pretty significantly here. I think we just need to be doing this all the fucking time against any old target. Priest deaded, same thing. Skip the duel engine, dead as dicks, we get some more duel experience. Wow, okay, this could actually work out pretty goddamn well. Oh, is that it for the bounties right now? Oh, also build observatory, absolutely. Well, I think about it, wouldn't it also be a good idea to go on a foreign tour? While we're still relatively young. I mean, we're 36, so we're not young at all, but still give it a go. Oh, it's just the Royal Progress. No, actually, bollocks to that then. Can't be bothered with that. It doesn't really tend to... It obviously runs the risk of pissing off our vassals as well, which not really going to do. We've got a guy here to teach about warfare. Now, we've got the leadership trait, so we can also go on the Warrior Pilgrimage when we're a high enough level. So that will either rank up Trickster or Flanker to higher levels. I think, what was it we did? We joined the a Holy Order, didn't we? Got those really, really crazy bonuses against religious enemies. Unfortunately, there's no equivalent of the Knights Templar or anything like that in the Game of Thrones one, but those would be awesome to get those traits. I guess you'd probably want, like, Inspiring Leader, or... I mean, I guess if you got something like Zealous Warrior, you could also... Or Holy Warrior, is it called? Those you could probably rank up just via this system. I hope we can get those. Those would be incredibly good, obviously, against the Andals. Oh, okay. Try and get Gregarious, absolutely. My man, come on. We want some good traits out of this, because the duel experience, probably not too necessary. What I will say this time, you got to remember when we did this ages ago, I think we were actually playing as Emmon. When we first did this, and we had actually trained fighter from the Game of Thrones one, but because this mod adds its own fighting system, it removed trained fighter and gave us level 1. If it does that again, I'll turn it back to level 2, but I won't give us the rank up, even though we should have it, because that might be a little bit OP. But, although I guess I could, it's just the system not really working out too well. I don't know, we'll sort of cross that hurdle when we get there. Master Builder. Hey, very, very nice. Build time modifier minus 5%, so I'm really... Wait, is that... Oh, it's Stonemason built. Master Builder... Oh, I was going to say it's stacked, but no, that's obviously the Master Builder we just got, genius. Right, okay, so it didn't work. It was, I think it was still worth testing. So, like I said, we really want to go for the patrol post to start off with then. So, if we've got a Weird Butcher in each tower, don't we? Just because of the amount of tax he'll actually bring in. If we don't have one, I want to build one, because, again, they're worth a ridiculous amount of gold. Build a Weird Butcher here? Am I going crazy? Weird Butcher. Doesn't look like there actually is one here. Oh, no, I just missed it. What do we need for that? Oh, we have to be Cannibal, Lunatic, Greedy, or Gluttonous. Oh, that's cool. So I'm glad we built those when we did them, because now we're missing out on basically, you know, the tax income. Probably why we're earning so much money is because of... I mean, we're making 8 gold just from these 2 provinces alone, or these 2 holdings alone. Alright then, so we want patrol posts, try and get the training grounds, try and cancel out the negatives that we've picked up from that, and then, you know, we're getting the best of both worlds, money and the moral modifiers as well. Trade Skilled Fighter. That's level 3. Is it worth this time? Oh, it's actually worked this time. Oh, cool. Okay, so I didn't even have to worry about it. March +3, health +1 person. We're up to 157. To say that we're also wounded and still have that swollen hand or whatever, that's a pretty quick turnaround, I think. This society could be pretty OP for us. I'm going to mark the bounty build of special interest, so we're doing it all the time. There always seems to be new bounties. It's a great way to make gold, and it's a great way to just very quickly get some. Granted, it's a bit risky, so I'm only going to take easy targets, or not so risky targets. Oh, we can visit. We built a barber surgeon. There is an event around it. We can visit the barber surgeon who might remove wounded, I assume. Lose 200 prestige. Lose 200 prestige? For going to a barber surgeon? Oh, what? Because we're a lord, and I guess you're like, your lord's injured and visit. I don't get that. Lose 200 prestige. No, I mean, we spent so long just building up the prestige that we lost for that man getting married, which is a little bit bullshit, but never mind. What's this guy? -10? I'll do it. This isn't considered dishonorable or anything like that. It's just the Game of Thrones, so I doubt it would be. Boom. And then with all these weapons, I should point out this system because we didn't really get around to it last time. Oh, pox, never mind. With these weapons, we can combine them into a single trophy when we have, I think it's 10 of them, which will give more prestige, or give the same amount of prestige, but less chance to lose it on succession. Something like that. Don't really remember. Keep a close eye on this. This could be a start of a new golden era. Golden Blood? Is that one being used yet? Observatory's built, and there's a chance for us to rank up to. I feel like we're still going to... I think we'll wait to heal a little bit, huh? Bruised legs ×5, bruised torso, bruised non-dominant hand, bruised head, broken leg. Wait, I wonder if that can stat. I wonder if you get, like, broken leg ×3. Swollen wrist, swollen non-dominant wrist. My god, we are getting the shit beaten out of us here. We're winning, but let's wait for all that to disappear before we go for an official sort of rank-up ceremony. So what do we want to discover with our observatory? Now, we want to become a mystic, ideally. I think we have to go for the... Oh, God, I'm going to get this wrong. I can never remember the order which it is. I think we want to go for Is There Something Strange Out There for that, don't we? Because the other one is obviously a Heliocentric Scholar. That makes you Scholar, weirdly enough. So I think we want to go down the Mystic route, the more magical Necronomicon one instead. I think we'll also commission a Sepulchre right now. Normally I save it for if we're going into sort of bad territory with our vassals, lots of rebellions, that type of things. Of course, it gives a load of general opinion. Oh, God, our wife has the pox. Let's go for... Yeah, let's raise it. I mean, he didn't get to finish his bloodline, so let's raise something in his memory. Emmon got his castle named after him. Potting Mix, you know what? I think he needs a castle or something. What do we name one of the towers after him? Kingspire Tower? It's now the Potting Tower. The Potting Tower. Excellent. There we go. You're welcome. Right, okay, so let's go for that as well. I think he deserves it. It was a great character. He just got robbed too early. Too close to the end there. Robbed of life before we were able to form that bloodline. But he was very, very goddamn close. Yeah, you guys can have the duel, whatever. And that does give, what is it, +10 opinion? I don't know if they've changed it for the Game of Thrones mod. Is there something strange out there? Make me a Valyria? House Targaryen, specifically? Oh, no, it's just Dragonstone. Right, okay. They want my niece of House Mud to marry the King of Dragonstone. That seems like a pretty good ally to have. Bear in mind that they're not Andals. They probably don't really like the Andals. That's why the Andals invaded, because Valyria was invading the Andalos. I think that's a pretty good alliance. Or, I mean, we could form an alliance. He's not up for it, but it's good non-aggression pact, nothing else. We could potentially go for an alliance if we want to send him some gold and bootlick for a while. I know what he's trying to do. Yeah, let's not be provoked by this man. Okay, how are we doing in terms of the wound then? 150. If we could get rid of wounded as well and obviously, you know, fix our leg, that'd be pretty good. How long till that fades away? Another few months. Wounded, we've just got to obviously roll the dice on. If it takes much longer, I might even... Did I just send for a maester? Did I just send for a maester? Oh, God, wife's dead. Well, we can find a new wife, though. We'll hopefully give us a son instead. I'm not going to shed any tears over that. All right. Lady of Marine is genius. She's only 13, although in the Game of Thrones one, of course, when they become 14, that's fine. You know, I'm just going to do it. Lady of Marine, though. She's Valyrian, of course, because Marine is Valyrian right now. What other options have we got? We've got Astute there. She's very good, but she is chaste and also 38, so maybe not. She's powerful. Powerful would be ideal, because I feel like we're going to have a lot of military rulers going forward, given the whole, you know, sort of realm uprisings and whatever else. But what sort of powerful characters are we looking at? She is blinded and has grayscale. I'm not gonna lie. You're not the most attractive character, Jarell Cod. No offense, my lady. No offense. Oh, she can't hear me. She's blind. Let's go for Sabrina. She's not terrible. I was looking for someone who maybe had... She's got Brawny. Does Brawny not give fertility? Okay, never mind. Suppose we could. She's wildling though, so we'd have a lower opinion of her. Fuck it. We're going to go for Sabrina of Ship's Watch. Just because she's powerful. She's... Oh, God, Malaise is not good, is it? That could be a pox right there. She get Malaise with pox. She's got the flu. That's okay. She's a first man. She did convert to Faith of the Seven, but you know what? These are hard times. So did our dynasty to survive, don't forget. Let's get some money out of it. Not that we're going to get anything out of it, because she's just the daughter of, like, the daughter of a random baron there, feudal baron, but hey, better than nothing. More important, she's got that powerful trait. Gives fertility, and it's a great trait too. So, let's hope we get something out of this. I'll send her a gift. I'll swear a little bit. It should have probably gone for family focus for a while until we get a son. In memory of potting mix. You know what? This is long overdue. It's perfect. We're getting 200 prestige. Hey, that's also good. Oh, we're so close to getting our own bloodline now, though. This is great. It cancelled out that shitty marriage. Brother Salt Mud died. Oh, we already had a Salt Mud? Okay, that's incredible. You know, we'll just have a small funeral for him, because I'm kind of trying to save some gold here so we can build up the realm, obviously. So patrol post, we need Castletown 1. That's fine. I was going to build Castletown 1 anyway. I was debating over that, so that's really not much of a loss. Get some more taxes out of it, too. So that's another, what, 4.5 taxes out of those that we've just built. Maester, please, for the love of God, tend to me. I can't afford to lose another goddamn character. We've sent for a... Oh, is it bugged out? Oh, it's bugged out. Alright, that could be a problem, given that we're fucking ill. Why is that not working? I mean, it clearly turned up at our court. That could be a concern. Maester? Join court preferably? No one? Oh, God, this could be a problem if we can't get a court physician. We'll try it once more. I'll mark him as special interest this time. Right, he's here. Right, there he is. So he's here. Oh, that one worked. So I guess the other guy just left our court or some shit. Oh, God, she's also dying. Send her after the robbers, then. She might as well die with glory. Man, she's such a great character. Please don't die. Okay, we've got a court physician now. It's not really much of a surprise everybody we've got ill, given that we apparently weren't allowed one. Right, please, for the love of God, tend me. Tend to me. Court my... Did you see that? Your is called. Very well. 0.25 out. It's not really what I was after. We're obviously going to get the pox. Yeah, there we go. Pox. Now might be a good time to visit the barber surgeon. I said I wasn't going to do it because we're obviously losing prestige again. But given that we're on the verge of dying here, I think we're going to go for it. Oh, shit. He's just fucked us as well. What has that barber surgeon done for us? Oh, it does remove wounded. Well, that's a start. We lost wounded, but we gained ill treatment. I think we might die. Ah! Hunting focus, quick. Damn it. Okay, this could be a concern. I won't lie. Is there anything I can do here? Let's go and fight someone. Sir Walder. Brave Sir Walder. Gave me -1 health. Oh, fuck me. Come on. Live. I believe. I believe that you won't die on this. Come on. It's just the pox. It's just the pox. If you die of pox, Rocky, maybe you weren't worthy to be called king. Oh, goddamn. News reserves... Oh, God, there goes the money, too. Rocky, please. Come on, Rocky. That's why, also, by the way, we're over domain limit because of that. Come on. Wife is pregnant. Maybe it'll be a son. A last hurrah. Did she fuck us while we had the pox? I mean, you probably wouldn't find out medieval times that you were pregnant, obviously, around the same time that this is occurring. It generally would take a little bit longer before you... And, look, point is, a little bit concerned here. Rocky, I have an opportunity that may interest you. There's a war going on. Nope. We are planning on not dying right now, my friend, and war is not really conducive to that. Oh, for fuck's sake, I pay someone's loan as well? Why did I waste all that money on castle towns? Why was I building infrastructure? Plus side, we could get diligent on our deathbed. We didn't get either. I've liked both of those traits, to be honest. Fuck! This is an issue. Who have we lost now? I thought it was going to be our bloody maester again, I won't lie. If only I had the button to shut some... If only there was the ability to close the gate and perhaps potentially stop yourself from being infected, huh? We're too brave for that. I don't want to lose the trait brave, which is genuinely part of the reason. Attempt to make friends with Lord Peter. Fine, we're great friends with... I mean, he's first man, he's old gods, whatever else is fine. Come on, live. I'm actually surprised we haven't died yet, to be honest with you, given the amount of health malices we've picked up. Just like that. We are as good as new, my friends. As good as new. We did get a permanent -1 health, though, because we lost that duel. Now, normally, without the addition that they've added to the Orders of Chivalry, we would have died. So... It's kind of nice, but it is obviously quite risky, because now our guy might die at the age of 50, rather than however old some of our other characters. We've had some quite long-lived characters, 75, 70? Chances are this guy's going to die a lot before that, so don't get too attached to Rocky, unfortunately. Is there anything else on the bounty board? Nothing yet. I should probably unmark that special interest for times like these, but hey, it's just a good little reminder there, isn't it? We could try and rank up. I feel like this could end badly, but we'll give it a go. 63. Oh, we got him. Yeah, absolutely. There we go. Please, I just want to forge bloodline with one character. Come on. Captain Carroll of Derry, probably using that crossbow. Let's fight him. Skip the duel engine. Got him. Okay, that's paid off our debts. That's the whole reason I was doing that, by the way. These risky duels. Let's try and pay off some of these damn debts. All right. Go on a warrior pilgrimage. Lose 500 glory, but we can upgrade our fighting stat. We can get brawny, which would help out with, obviously, the health negative there. We could get all sorts of nice stuff. Let's go on adventure. Now, having the permanent -1 health means that, obviously, living this sort of more brash lifestyle could result in us dying a lot sooner, especially if we get wounds, infections, maimed. Normally, whereby you might be able to survive those, this time we have a much, much lower chance. It's going to drop us into potentially negative health if we get wounded, maimed, whatever else, infection especially. Right, let's head off. Let's head off and see if we can't at least please try and get Brawny. Stop swaying her. She loves us a lot. I mean, pregnant, you would assume. Come on, give us that son. Give us that son that we could try and at least turn into a decent character. A son, Willem Mudd. Come on, powerful son, powerful son. Fuck, nothing. Well, hey, it's a start. Willem, we're gonna name you Salt in honor of last episode, which damn near killed me. All right, pause it. Have a son. Has been a maximum achievement on that one. Struggle with the son. I mean, we have for many years, but why break the habit of a lifetime? And we're going to educate myself. Oh, actually, we should get Silt to do it. Look at this. Ambitious, diligent, charitable, humble, chaste. I mean, chaste we don't want. Everything else is great, though. What are we like? Oh, we're away from court. Daddy's not home, so we can't teach you. Damn. Okay, let's go for bounty board again. I don't think we'd be able to duel people while we're away anyway. Although it's event-driven, so you should be able to, right? Let's see where our adventures will take us. Apparently, we're still carrying on with we're studying the stars elsewhere. You know, we're brain and brawn. We're going to be doing chess boxing before you know it. I don't really care about that. I don't really care about that. Maybe when the White Walkers turn up, I'll care a little bit more. But that one, oh god. Should we duel some Merit? Lord Merit. Lord Merit thicketh with his 171 personal combat. We could potentially kick his ass. It's a bit risky, though. And again, if we fall, we would fall forever. I don't think there's any coming back from that. If we get another -1 health, we'd be dead as dicks. But he's our rival. Are we wrathful? We're honorable and patient. I don't think we would. We're honorable, patient, temperate. I don't think we would duel this man. We're brave, which, you know, you could argue there might be something for it, but it seems like a safe duel in our favor, even though we've got apparently 200 personal combat. I just don't think we would. Oh my god, that also means the Blood of the Hammer of the Justice is enabled, because we're brave. I didn't even consider that. March +1 personal combat +5 Riverman opinion, which is, I believe, first man Riverman. Actually, might be, I don't know. This is not a bloodline I made. Blood of the true last great king of the Riverlands. Christopher is said to have fought 100 battles, losing only one, taking 7 Andal kings to defeat him. That's nice. That's very, very nice, because we've got the trait Brave. That's now enabled for the first time, I think, in this entire goddamn campaign. Good work, everyone. What happened to our pilgrimage? Is anything... We're just gone forever now? Priest Eddard. Was this not the man that almost killed us last time? Nope, we're good. Another 100 gold. This is actually a really lucrative business strategy. Smuggler's ring. Never mind. Okay, so there's a chance of becoming brawny from that one. 9%. I'm going for whatever has the highest chance to give us brawny, to be honest. It has a higher chance to actually kill us. Or almost an equivalent chance to kill us. I might regret doing this, especially if we become maimed or wounded and severely injured. Okay, we're just dead. Brave King Rocky died. A tragic death. One of the greatest warriors of our time. That's really tragic. I'm not going to lie. But every cloud has a silver lining. We're now a 0-year-old. From almost this character's birth. Rare thing to happen in CK2. And honestly, arguably one of the best things you can do in CK2. We have full control over this kid from birth. I'm actually going to put the treasure into debt to do this big funeral as well. Because we can determine every trait that he gets as a child, or at least we can drive it much more than any other character could. We can make sure that he's got a good gun. And all we've got to do is focus on not, you know, getting deposed by a shitty region or something like that. Sil is a great educator. She's also our distant relative as well, so I don't think she'd try and murder us or anything like that either. She's a great educator. Educating from age 0. We've got full control over this character's lifestyle. We also have rich childhood. I don't know if it clashed with Game of Thrones one. Obviously, we've not played as a kid to find out yet. This could be big. This could be our most min-maxed character yet. And honestly, don't really like min-maxing much anymore because of the whole, we're trying to do the whole roleplay aspect or trying to incorporate it somewhat into the channel. In a scenario like this, where we are getting beaten across the head with every fucking character, I'm fine to min-max for a little bit. And honestly, it's not too far from the round's possibility. You know, a character that's in this times of constant religious warfare and constant cultural warfare, I think this character probably would come out a bit of a martial house. Let's do it. I'm all on board with this. Hail the King of the North, the King of the North, all hail the King of the Trident. This is going to be interesting. Thank you all for watching. That was an enjoyable episode of the short life and times of King Rocky, now playing as King Salt. As if, like poetry. Last episode, I mean, I should be salty about that guy dying so early on, but hey, I mean, we had an interesting life with him. We achieved a lot. We achieved a lot with that man. We fought off many, many wars. We used his martial ability to our own extent. And then you know what they say, if you live by the sword, something something. I don't remember the rest. Big thank you to Aiden W, Alchemia, Anthony Gawley, Sunikirito, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Ben Hofflin, Chesty, Croesus, Donald, Dueling of Gondolin, Facuna Vasquez, Ghost of Protocol, Gogula, Sarik, James Shea, Jimbo, Jonah Waters, Justin Wallace, Kanan Carter, Michael Mullen, My Name Isn't Dio, Muskratful, Natbuskus911, Necrofin, Pelvis Presley, Rodin, Richard Clark, Scott, Skaz, Smoke Mustaine, Somnus, The Forsaken One, T-Bag Cruz, Tom Terry 18, Tyler Kendall, Tyler McClam, Vacuous Backers, Void Prince Kibo, William Green, and Zazzy7011. Thank you guys for your support at the insane tier levels on Patreon. Much appreciated. Big shout out to these guys for making YouTube possible in 2019. And a big thank you also goes out as well to the other patrons who have helped contribute. Why was that word so difficult to say? Massively to the channel, including Uwu Daddy, Asro, Anna Person, Andrew Walsh, Andrew Wilson, Anchor, Attila, Austin Taylor, Bordoom, Ben Troke, Ben Gunn, Bettermas Max, Better Valerian, Black Double H, Chris, Corgi Circus, Corey CA, David Van Diepen, Don, Dunconnor217, Emerald Beam, Exploding Knees, Gaz, Genji Zerka, Gotham O'Grey, Hashi Demar, Icarus, Isaac the Grey, Ida C, Jackson P, J. Lara, Jacob Wolfie, James Barnes, Jason Sushu, Jose, Jeebus Crust, Duran DeVries, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beer, Justin Plott, Justin Walters, Llewellyn Thomas, Luke Wallace, Mastolp, Monty, Mosi Sampson, Nathan Flores, Nathaniel Lindbergh, Norstress Nick, Noah Gallimore, Organised Confusion, Pan Summon, Pantapel, Payback 1 through 7, Peyton Dennisar, Russian Oligarch, Billionaire, Brian Hooper, Sagataire, Sam Keir, Shari, Smirk1, Smooth Octopus, Socrates, Super Nanny 089, The Insane Pickle, The One Ring, Philoncry, Vragon, Voodoo Mumbo, Will Wade, Wilson, Tef Wolfie, Yellow 4, Yorkus, Zach, and CK2. Thank you guys all for your support. See you all tomorrow for a completely fresh slate, which I think is going to be, this is going to be some good shit.